And finally, the remarkable story of a Chinese doctor who came to America with $50 in his pocket to become one of the most renowned cataract and LASIK surgeons in the world. Dr. Ming Wang's inspiring story, his groundbreaking work to restore sight, now the subject of a new movie, Sight, based on his autobiography. The film chronicles his passion and compassion to help orphans regain their sight. Dr. Wang's medical technique has restored the eyesight of millions around the world, and his patients these days include celebrities like Dolly Parton, Nicole Kidman, just to name a few. Well, Dr. Ming spoke with me from Nashville, Tennessee earlier, where he lives and works.
It's a humbling experience to see those world-class artists and work so hard, dedicate to their art, and put my story on the big silver screen. And not only that, I'm so excited about the opportunity to relay my message to America through the experience of an immigrant from China and appreciating what we have in America.
First of all, let's show a clip of the film Sight.
You are the doctor, they say, who can work miracles.
Keep working hard. You're going to do great things in this world.
And Dr. Wang, you did do great things in this world. How involved were you in making this movie? Were you on the set every day? I mean, you were a busy surgeon, you were a busy doctor. How did you manage that?
Yeah, I was involved quite a bit. It was a 10-year process. The studio wants to shoot a film. They approached me, and I wrote a book called my autobiography, From Darkness to Sight. Talk about the remarkable story of some of the blind orphan children that we've been able to help through the decades, but also how these kids also helped me, their courage and determination helped me, their eye doctor, to come from my own darkness to light emotionally. And I was on set every day for nearly 2 months in Vancouver, Canada, when the film was being shot. And it's a really amazing, once-in-a-lifetime experience to see all the environment. They recreated China in Vancouver, and to sort of relive those moments of my past childhood, teenage years, and ask myself the question, would I do anything differently if I had to relive those moments again?
And this movie stars Greg Kinnear and Terry Chen, and Terry, of course, plays you. Did he do a good job? Did he ask your feedback? Did he ask your guidance? Were there little things you had to tweak along the way?
Yes, it was a very fun experience. Because of COVID, we were basically limited in-house during that time. So I got to spend every day with Greg Kinnear and Terry Chen during the shooting. And it was such a marvelous collaboration because both Greg Kinnear and Terry Chen asked me almost every day about the story and how they could do better and utilizing their artistic ability and talent and their own story to combine together to produce an amazing, remarkable film. So it was fun to work with these world-class artists every day.
On one clip, or the film tells the story of a blind orphan who you treated. It's a little girl from India. I believe she's 5 years old. Her name is Kajal. Are you still in touch with her? Do you know what happened to her? And why does her story stick out in your mind?
Kajal is just one of the many blind orphan children that our Sight Restoration Foundation has been able to help over the last many decades. And Kajal is very special because when we heard about her story, she was orphan already, 5.5 years old in India. Her stepmother one night poured sulfuric acid into both of her eyes, trying to make Kajal a blind orphan child who can sing on the street, who therefore can beg and get more money. However, after Kajal was maliciously blinded as such, she was found to have no talent of singing. She couldn't sing, and that's why she was abandoned. And our foundation found her working with Christian missionaries and brought her to the United States. So the movie Sight is Kajal's remarkable journey in trying to come from darkness to light. And also at the same time, she has inspired me to develop a new technology that can take advantage of the fetal healing, but yet at the same time protecting life, and to use the fetal research to develop a special contact lens called amniotic membrane contact lens that basically today has been used worldwide now and help restore eyesight in millions.
And your foundation also does a lot of these surgeries free of charge.
Yes, yes. All the foundation patient surgeries are free. We once a year we host an event to raise money called the Eyeball. I love ballroom dancing, so that's why we raise money to help their transportation, schooling, and housing. But all the surgeries, all the medical costs are free for these blind orphan children.
You know, so many doctors in America, they're good doctors, they know about science, they're very knowledgeable, but so many patients often complain that the visits are too fast, too quick, void of any emotion or compassion. But you make it your point to bring that compassion, to have empathy with your patients. How important is that for you?
Most important, most important. I realize that let's say if I have to fix your eyes, I have to look from your perspective, because in this 8 billion people world, you're the #1 authority in describing what you're seeing, what you're not seeing. So the most important is to trade places with my patients, to see the world from your perspective, to listen, to really use technologies to simulate what you're seeing, what you're not seeing. So trading places and really treat every patient and seeing the world from his or her perspective, I think is the single most important thing for doctors today.
But talk about Asian American representation on the big screen in Hollywood. We've certainly come a long way, but do you believe there's still a lot more to be done?
Yes, we have come a long way, but yet we also have significant more work to do. That when after film site has been finished, it was actually rejected by all major Hollywood distributors, digital and theatrical, citing that as an Asian American film is supposed to have Kung Fu and ancient dynasties. But Sight is the first authentic representation of first-generation immigrant from China, our stories in today's America. And that story has never been told and never been brought to the American main screen. So we're very excited to have this opportunity to break through, to break the ice, to open a new possibility for future storytelling for Chinese Americans, Asian Americans, and all immigrants.
And a huge thanks to Dr. Ming Wang.